Jai Swaminarayan. Let's read the 48th discourse from the second Gadhadā. It's titled the Vandu Devotional Songs, quote unquote, and taking birth in the company of the Sant, the saint. We'll find out what the Vandu category of devotional songs are, as we explored in context. Let's dive right into this passage, shall we? On Mahavadhi the 14th, Samvat 1880, or the 28th of February 1824, Swami Sri Sahajanandji Maharaj was sitting on the veranda outside the east-facing rooms of Dada Khachar Darbar in Gadhadā. He was dressed entirely in white clothes and was wearing new white kantis made from tulsi beads around his neck. In addition to this, tassels of yellow flowers decorated his pag, and garlands of flowers adorned his neck. At that time an assembly of munis, as well as devotees from various places, had gathered before him. In the assembly, Premanand Swami was singing Vandu Sahajanand Rasrup Anupam Sarne Relol. Devotional songs, useful for meditation. I don't know if that was lyrics or the name of the genre or something. After he had finished singing, Sriji Maharaj commented, "The devotional songs you sang were very nice. After listening to them, I thought in my mind, since this sadhu contemplates upon God's form in this way, let me get up and prostrate before him. If a person is able to contemplate upon God in his andhakaram, or in their andhakaram, their inner faculties of cognition, including the mind, in this manner, and if they were to die while still harboring such a desire for God, they would definitely not have to take another birth. If they engage in such contemplation of God, they have certainly attained the highest state of enlightenment while alive. In addition, they can be said to be in the process of becoming a Nirana Mukta, just like the Nirana Muktas in Shvetdvip, various forms of liberated beings in a divine abode. Such a person performs the bodily activities that are necessary absolutely effortlessly. In fact, one who is able to contemplate upon God's form like this has become fulfilled and has nothing more left to do. On the other hand, if a person dies while contemplating upon things other than God, there will be no end to their miseries for countless millions of years. So now that such an opportunity has arisen, one should seize it, and, after discarding any thoughts about objects other than God, one should contemplate upon their form, or his form only. If, however, one is unable to contemplate upon God's form, one should remain in the company of such a sadhu who possesses dharma, righteous duty, jnana, knowing wisdom, vairagya, dispassion towards material things, and bhakti, loving devotion. As for myself, I have only this desire within. When I abandon this body, although there will be no reason for me to take birth again, I feel in my heart that I should make a reason and take birth in the company of such sadhus. This is what I wish for. This is all I wish for." But if a person is able to contemplate upon God as described in the above devotional song, then they are freed from the bondage of kal, time, inherently cause and effect, karma, action, and maya, material existence. In fact, regardless of the family in which such a person happens to be born, the parents of such a person should also be considered to be fulfilled. Rimi. Conversely, one who contemplates upon the Vishais and not upon God should be considered as being totally lost. After all, regardless of the life form in which a person takes birth, they will be able to have a partner, a child, and possessions such as wealth and other objects. However, in the company of such a sadhu who is a knower of Brahman, as well as the direct darshan, the viewing presence and contemplation of Sri Vasudev Bhagwan are extremely rare. Thus, there is no greater advantage of possessing this human body than being able to constantly contemplate upon God in one's heart. Just as a person engrossed in the Vishais constantly contemplates upon them in their antakaran, inner faculties, such a person is also the greatest among all devotees of God. Even if that devotee does indulge in the Panch Vishais, i.e. sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and touch, all would be related only to God. Their ears wish to continuously listen to discourses related to God. Their skin wishes to touch God. Their eyes wish to have the darshan of God and His Sant. Their tongue wishes to taste the prasad, the sanctified food offerings of God, and their nose wishes to smell the fragrance of flowers and tulsi which have been offered to God. Apart from God, they consider nothing else to be a source of happiness. One who behaves in this manner can be called an ekantik bhakta, a true or absolute devotee of God. Thank you for listening. This has been the 181st discourse from Sriji Maharaj in the Vachanāmrut. Jai Swaminarayan.